Welcome back to Dazzy Cars. Today we're stepping into a world where rules don't apply, where engineers stop asking should we and start asking what if. Because the car in front of us today isn't just fast, it isn't just rare, and it isn't just expensive, it's visionary. This is the McLaren Speedtail, a machine built not to chase rivals, not to dominate lap times, but to redefine what a modern hypercar can be. This is McLaren at its most ambitious, its most daring, and its most unapologetically futuristic. The Speedtail isn't about noise for attention. It's about silent confidence, extreme intelligence, and speed delivered in a way the world had never seen before. From the very first glance, the Speedtail feels less like a car and more like something that escaped from the future. Now let's talk about the exterior, because this is where the Speedtail instantly breaks your brain. There are no sharp angles screaming for attention, no aggressive wings trying to prove dominance. Instead, the entire body is sculpted like liquid metal, flowing smoothly from nose to tail with one goal in mind: absolute aerodynamic efficiency. This is McLaren's fastest road car ever, and every inch of this design exists to slice through air like nothing else on four wheels. The front end is impossibly low and narrow, with headlights so thin they feel almost unreal. There's a calmness to the face of the Speedtail, like it already knows the outcome before the race even begins. Along the sides, the wheels sit partially covered, reducing drag and reinforcing that teardrop silhouette. And then there's the rear, long, elegant, and completely revolutionary. Instead of a traditional wing, the Speedtail uses active aero built directly into the carbon fiber bodywork. Flexible carbon fiber flaps rise and fall seamlessly, adjusting airflow at speed without breaking the car's shape. It's engineering that feels closer to aerospace than automotive design. This isn't a car you just look at, it's a car you study. Every reflection, every curve, every surface serves a purpose. And the longer you stare at it, the more you realize this design wasn't created to impress Instagram. It was created to chase numbers that once felt impossible. Now let's talk about moving inside, because the interior of the McLaren Speedtail is unlike anything else on the road. Open the door and you're greeted by something that feels closer to a cockpit than a cabin. The first thing you notice is the seating layout. The driver sits dead center, just like in the legendary McLaren F1. This isn't nostalgia, this is intent. Sitting in the middle changes everything. Your perspective shifts. The road feels symmetrical. The car feels perfectly balanced. Flanking the driver are two passenger seats slightly set back, creating an intimate, almost ceremonial experience. This isn't a car for casual conversation. This is a car for shared awe. The materials inside are futuristic yet luxurious: exposed carbon fiber, polished metal, and advanced leathers blended with cutting-edge technology. There's no clutter, no unnecessary buttons. Everything feels deliberate, minimal, and clean. Now let's talk about technology inside the cabin, because the Speedtail quietly flexes here in ways other hypercars don't. Instead of traditional side mirrors, cameras project live feeds onto sleek screens mounted within the roofline. The dashboard is elegant and functional, designed to keep your eyes forward and your focus locked in. Even the controls feel special: touch-sensitive panels, digital displays, and an interface that feels intuitive rather than overwhelming. This is luxury redefined through innovation, not excess. Comfort in the Speedtail is different. It's not soft, it's not plush, but it's refined. The seats cradle you perfectly, the driving position feels natural despite the extreme layout, and everything around you reinforces the idea that this car was built for long, high-speed journeys, not just quick bursts of adrenaline. This is a grand tourer reimagined at hypercar levels. Now let's talk about the heart of this machine, because what powers the Speedtail is just as groundbreaking as how it looks. Underneath that smooth carbon skin sits a hybrid powertrain combining a twin-turbocharged V8 with an electric motor, producing a combined output of over 1,000 horsepower. But here's the key difference: the Speedtail doesn't shout about it. There's no screaming V12, no explosive theatrics. Instead, the Speedtail delivers speed in a way that feels almost unreal. Acceleration is relentless but smooth. The car doesn't lunge, it surges. You press the throttle and the world starts compressing around you. There's no drama, no chaos, just pure forward motion delivered with surgical precision. And when you activate velocity mode, the Speedtail lowers itself, sharpens its aerodynamics, and unlocks its full potential. This is where the numbers become shocking. Over 250 miles per hour. Let that sink in. This isn't just fast, this is aviation-level velocity on public roads. Now let's talk about handling and driving feel, because despite its size and speed focus, the Speedtail doesn't feel clumsy or disconnected. McLaren's engineering brilliance shines here. The car feels stable, composed, and confidence-inspiring even as speeds climb. Steering is precise, smooth, and predictable. You don't fight the car, you guide it. This isn't a hypercar that intimidates you with aggression. It impresses you with control, and that's what makes the Speedtail so special. It's not trying to scare you, it's trying to transport you. This car makes speed feel elegant, effortless, almost calm. It's the opposite of old-school brute force, and that contrast is exactly what makes it revolutionary. Now let's talk about safety and pricing, because with something this extreme, reality still matters. The Speedtail incorporates advanced carbon fiber safety structures, cutting-edge braking systems, and electronic stability systems tuned specifically for high-speed stability. It's built to protect its occupants at velocities most cars will never experience. As for pricing, this is hyper-exclusive territory. Limited production, astronomical cost, and instant collector status. This isn't just a purchase, it's an entry into a very small, very elite club. And every Speedtail was spoken for almost immediately, proving just how powerful McLaren's vision truly was. As we move toward the emotional ending, the McLaren Speedtail represents something deeper than speed. It represents a turning point, a moment where the automotive world looked forward instead of backward, where elegance replaced aggression, intelligence replaced excess, and innovation replaced tradition. This is a car built for a future that's already arriving quieter, smarter, and faster than ever before. The Speedtail isn't loud, it doesn't need to be, its presence is enough. Its performance is undeniable, and its legacy is already secured as one of the boldest automotive statements ever made. If this kind of visionary engineering, boundary-pushing design, and automotive storytelling is what fuels your passion, make sure you subscribe to Dazzy Cars. This channel isn't about hype, it's about appreciating machines that change the game. And before you click away, don't forget, the Lamborghini Murcielago LP640 video is already uploaded on the channel right now. If you want to experience the raw, screaming, naturally aspirated V12 madness from a completely different era, go watch that Murcielago LP640 review immediately. 2 cars, 2 philosophies, 1 undeniable love for speed. I'll see you over there right here on Dazzy Cars.